Last week we released Undeveloped, a short film about a roll of undeveloped film I found on an old camera. Today I'm going to talk about how it was made and some of the choices I made along the way. If you haven't seen the film yet, I've put a link in the description or it's on screen right now. Welcome to the Film Look. This episode of the Film Look is brought to you by premiumbeat.com. Find exclusive production music for your next film. The main reason I wanted to make this documentary was because of the intrigue behind finding the film inside of the camera. I wondered what could be hidden inside of the roll of undeveloped film, and thought if there were a bunch of photographs of my grandparents, I could make a pretty cool documentary. Structure. Because I did not know what was on the film, I had to pre-shoot the whole first half. I wrote half the script, created half the shot list, and shot the first half of the movie. This was because I had no clue how the film actually was going to end, and I would no longer have the role of original film. So I created 50% before I sent it away. Then the film got delivered and it didn't really come out as I had planned. I was going to end the film by showing my dad the photographs and have him tell me about the people, places and all other things in the photographs. Obviously this didn't go to plan, so instead I had to write the issue into the actual end of the film, and the rest of the script was formed from that. Filming. Most of the shots in the film are of old cameras, and unlike previous ways we have filmed old camera equipment where we have made it look glamorous and moody, I didn't really want to do it for this film, so I decided to use only natural soft light, and since we have a 9-foot window, this was easy to achieve. I shot mainly on overcast days, so the key light was nice and diffused, and I set up most of the shots about 3 meters away from the window. This gave me enough light to light up the cameras, but it also meant the light level dropped off quickly into the background. What also helped to achieve the film look were the surfaces I shot on. I used a wooden bench and our white windowsill to shoot most of the shots. The textures of these two surfaces fit in great with the aesthetic as they look old and grimy, just like the old cameras we found. With the scene involving my dad though, I still wanted to use natural light. The only problem we had on the shooting day was the inconsistent weather. The sun kept coming in and out of the clouds, changing the exposure and then the overall look of the shots. The colour grade. We usually shoot a standard picture profile here at the Film Look on our Sony cameras and then just add a little bit of colour grade just to make the image pop. As a grading exercise for myself, I decided to shoot the film using a flat picture profile so I could experiment with colour grading and go for something a little bit more stylish. By using one light source, this allowed me to create a high contrast look. Then everything was graded using Lumetri in Premiere, and for the final image I used a Kodak 2383 LUT, which I thought was a nice nod to the Kodak film I had developed. Plus, it looked pretty cool. The final result. I think the overall story to this mini documentary isn't as strong as I would like. This is because the story hinged so much on the photographs. It would have been great to have a roll of undeveloped photographs, but sadly, this did not happen, cutting the story short. But this got me thinking, if this was a work of fiction, how would I tell the story? The story would start off the same way. We would find the camera, send the film to be developed, but we would receive 24 photographs back. One of the photographs would show a doorway underneath the stairs, which is no longer there 50 years later. This intrigues our character, who starts to break down the wall and finds the door behind the plasterboards. Once he clears the way and opens the door, he finds 500 gold bars and a letter with his name on it. This is probably not the best story that I could have come up with, but it just shows you can find a story from anywhere. As we all know, searching for production music can be difficult, but premiumbeat.com make it so easy to search for high quality, royalty free tracks. They've even provided the music for this episode, and we recommend you go check them out. Next time you need production music for your film or video, go check out their massive library of tracks. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching this week's episode. Again, if you haven't seen Undeveloped yet, why have you just watched this video? You can find the link on screen right now, and if you have any questions about it, ask in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.